Okay, hair. It's been a long day, folks. All right, so this is what's going on. First, welcome to my live feed. I'm broadcasting from the Hard Rock Hotel in Atlantic City for the 2021 DJ EXPO. It's been a hell of a day already. What I'm about to do is kind of redo my show floor showcase. I was going live about 2 hours ago, and then I came upstairs and went into one of the speaker demo rooms. I think it was Yorkville. I got hit with a copyright from being in that room, and now my whole previous 2-hour video is kind of blocked. So I guess I'm gonna have to go redo it again. I'm already starting to get party girl voice, so I'm gonna do the best I can. I also got in early before things started getting really loud with all the music and the people. But I had a lot of other questions, and unfortunately people can't see the previous video that I did. So I'm gonna go back down to the Expo show floor and give you guys a complete look of the exhibit. I know there's a lot of DJs out there that were not able to make it down to the DJ Expo this year, either because you're too busy since things are, opening up and you're back to work, or maybe because of COVID restrictions, travel stuff. So I just want to give everyone a fun look at what we got going on here if you couldn't make it. So as I walk down to the DJ Expo floor, this is the hallway where the seminars are. You're gonna see these signs up here. So anyone who's coming in tomorrow or coming in late, we are on the second floor of the Hard Rock. This is where the education happens. And there's also a couple of demo rooms up here where you can listen to speakers in person. RCF has a room here. I'm not gonna go in because that's what gave me my copyright problem before. We got Bass Boss in the house. Maybe I can just peek in and dump out real quick again so I don't get hit with copyright. What room is this? Give me a second here. All right, this is Bass Boss. We got Yorkville here. Which room is Yorkville? This is Yorkville right here. So I'll give you a quick look in this room. Again, I'm not gonna hang out in these rooms too long because this is where I got my copyright hit from music that was playing. But Yorkville is in the house. We got music playing, so I gotta get the hell out because Facebook sucks. So again, we're on the second floor of Hard Rock. This is where the seminars are taking place. We are now walking past the RCF room. What's up, everybody? So we got RCF in the house, also with a demo room. This room was loud, it was good. Give you a quick look in here. Again, this is the RCF room. All right, again, I gotta dip out because I keep getting hit with copyright stuff. That's why I have to redo this in the first place. So right now I am walking down to the show floor. Hold on, I'm lost in, here we go. I gotta go down. So all seminars are down this hallway. This is the other hallway where all the seminars are. Just to give everyone a heads up, if you're coming down to the show, there is an app you can download that tells you when everything is. Easy to follow. The schedule. What up, Danny Max? What's up, everybody checking in? Again, if you're just joining me, I'm going live again. Apparently, my last video that I spent 2 hours talking to people ended up getting blocked. I'm starting to get party girl voice, so I'm going to do the best I can to give you guys a good intimate look at the DJ EXPO 2021 for those of you who can't make it. This is the full schedule, so they have this conveniently posted in the hallway of the seminar. So if you're making it down tomorrow, you just got to look for the names of the rooms, check the schedule, and that's it. So this is a quick look at today. What time is it? It is 3:14. So Oh, we got the mitzvah marketing. I kind of wanted to go to that. But I'm late now and I don't want to be rude. So I'm definitely going to be making it to my boy Chris D'Amico, the Ripple Effect. That's going to be super dope. Lots of great educational content here. You do need a pass to go. So I have an exhibitor pass, which is cool, provided by Max Design. I help them set up and also to get like a quick little inside look. You can get a floor pass only, meaning you can just go to the exhibitor pass. I still have a couple left if anybody needs one. And then all access pass gives you access to all the educational content, the seminars and stuff like that. So I'm going down to the exhibitor floor, so just hang tight with me. I'll give you another look. That place was packed. Lots of great vendors here with a lot of good stuff. Really excited. We got, let's see who's here. We got Pioneer. We have Max Design. We have Reloop. Bose is here. A lot of great vendors. I feel like I always get lost in this place. Where do I gotta go? I don't know, you'd think after being here for 2 days, I'd know where the hell I am. Oh, I know where I am now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to navigate my way around. This is a really big place, never been in here. So to register for the expo when you get here, just because I couldn't find anything. So the seminars and everything on their second floor, you go up this escalator, bang a right, that's where the educational content is. If you need to get your pass and register, this is where you're gonna wanna come. And how do you know you're in the right spot? Well, there's like a 100-foot guitar on the top of the ceiling. When you find the guitar, you know you are in the right spot. Pretty cool staircase here. They have signs everywhere. You'll know that you're in the right spot. Now that I'm getting near the expo floor. All right, I'm gonna put my mask on. I will talk loud and clear as much as I can, but safety first. I want people to feel comfortable talking to me, so let me just get my mask on here. Give me 1 second. Ow, earrings. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around. So this is where you come in to register. You know you're in the right spot. Hygiene first. Are we out of this? Hold on, how about this one? How about this one? Nothing, we're out? It's all right, I got some in my backpack. It's all good. All right, folks, so this is where you register and you come pick up your badges for the show. What's up, what's up? So good, so good. You're gonna meet a lot of friendly faces here. This is kind of where everybody, look, here's our girl again. Here's our girl again. This is the pizza girl. So, hey, listen to how much this sucks. So, you know, I was talking for like 2 hours, right? You saw me floating around, giving a tour.
I was there because I live here.
Party
now.
girl voice, love it.
I live here in the Bose booth,
I went up to the speaker demo room.
Yeah.
They played one song. I got like a 4-second copyright, and now my video's like muted and gone. So I have to like redo everything. So she was fabulous. Bose looks fabulous. We're gonna go in and redo this, but everyone say hi to Shady, and we're gonna.
Hi guys. But when you see me, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah, same.
But I know she's safe. She knows I'm safe. So.
We're safe. We're safe. We're doing the right thing. Having a good time though, overall?
Yes, yes. For those that were weary, DJ EXPO this year is phenomenal. They did a great job. This is awesome. Hard Rock Hotel, awesome.
Good call, right?
Very good call. And there's somebody in your driveway. They're probably bringing DJ equipment.
It's probably Amazon or DJ stuff.
Amazon already came to my house this morning.
Don't tell Dottie. Yeah, so it's so good to see so many familiar faces, right? It's
so
a good vibe.
great.
Good vibe.
You know what? It's such a positive vibe with everything going on right now. And people, it's positive. I have we're all doing it. I got be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. We're all being safe. Her and I are definitely being safe. So positive vibes. We have
positive vibes. Make other people feel comfortable. Yeah. It's all just having a good time, being safe about it.
And I'm branded, so
love it. Look at
it
that.
is what it is.
All right, time to go look at the cool stuff again. So, this is where you register, folks. So if you pre-reg, There was a lot of lines. I think, let me see, there's a hand sanitizer in here now. Yeah, we got hand 1. Let me get the other hand. All right, hand 2. Okay, so you can pick up your passes right here. DJ Echo was doing interviews with DJs over there, but I think he packed up shop. So we're gonna hit the Expo showroom floor. So this is my goal, folks. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna show you everything again. If there's any questions you have, I'm gonna do my best. Just put them in the chat and I will talk to anybody. I will go up to every vendor. I will show you prices. Whatever you wanna know, I'm here to be your information liaison for those of you who couldn't make it down. We are live, I'm in the moment, so whatever you wanna know, you just let me know and we'll get it handled. Lots of cool stuff on the inside. So let's go. All right, so we are walking into the exhibit floor of the 2021 DJ EXPO. Just so you know, it's gonna be really loud in here. It's pretty much, hey, what up, what up? It's pretty much complete. It's complete chaos in here. So I will do my very best to shout and hopefully you can hear me. It's gonna be pretty difficult just because there's so many vendors, so many speakers, so many products. So I'll do the best I can. So hang tight for the ride, folks. This is DJ EXPO 2021. All right, here we go. So when you walk on in, we have Max Design.
I want to be in a DJ Rachel video.
DJ Rachel video. Here we go. We got Pioneer DJ. They got a lot of dope stuff here. Let's check it out. So this is their big item. This is the Pioneer Special Edition white and orange. They are selling this. This is a 1000 OW. So once again, we are at the Pioneer DJ booth. All hands on. You want to come down and play with some stuff? They got a bunch of stuff set up for DJs to try out. Nothing but good vibes here. Everyone's just kind of jamming out, doing their own thing. We're on Facebook Live. Say what's up. Everywhere. So we're at the Pioneer booth, DJ EXPO 2021. Anything real special you want to talk about?
You know what I want to talk about? We've got the off-white, Logo Alpha 1000. We have our new Flex 6 in white. And of course, we have our scratch battle bill with the Jmaz 7, Jmaz 11, DJ 3000. A lot of cool people here. It's a great show. If you're not here next year, but we have to support each other. We had a tough year, and we're all coming back. And we're glad.
Absolutely. So glad you guys made it out.
I am too.
Great setup here. I love the attention to detail. There's a lot of things work you put in. This is cool.
Hey, we appreciate your support and everyone else.
Absolutely. So Pioneer's got a pretty dope setup. If there's anything you want me to ask or anything you want to see, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to ask. This is for sale here at the show. I think it's like $18.99, but I will double check. All right, so that is Pioneer. Right here we got Bass Boss. They have a demo room upstairs. As you know, Bass Boss, well, Bass Boss is Bass Boss. I mean, their stuff is just fantastic. Here, let's go figure out how much the OW is. So they got one for sale over here. I remember seeing it, unless somebody bought it. No, actually someone did buy one, surprisingly. I think they had 3 of them here. So this is the OW right here. It is for sale. I showed you a quick video over at the Pioneer booth. It looks like our price is $18.99. For the price of $18.99, you could have one of these orange and white DDJ 1000 OWs. They got a bunch of other cool stuff here for sale. If there's anything you guys are interested in or want prices on, now is your time to ask me. It's actually not that loud over here. So here you go. This is Pioneer. They got a bunch of stuff for sale. Let me ask about the OW, and actually, I got some Pioneer guys here. I have a question for you. The internet would like to know if the DDJ 1000 OW is going to be Serato supported.
No, it's only record box.
So right now it's only record box.
It is only record box.
Is there any plan?
No.
Okay, so from Pioneer, from what I've heard, the OW is not going to support Serato at this time. So record box people, dope controller, Serato people, there's other dope controllers.
There you go.
There you go. All right, let me flip this camera around. So again, I just spoke with Pioneer. One more time, for people that just came in, anyone who was interested in this new controller by Pioneer, it's orange and white, it's dope. It's $18.99, but it only supports record box. It is not Serato supported. So just a heads up with that. Okay, so now let's head on over to one of my personal favorite exhibitors. We got the Max Design photo booth and DJ console booth. Here we have the beautiful Iris. Say hello to the internet, Iris. How's everything going here?
Amazing. It's been a great show.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, so as everybody knows, I have an Infinity DJ console. This is the Infinity L. This is the smaller version of the console. This right here is the Infinity XL. This is obviously a bigger version of the console. This will fit up to a SRT 1000, I believe. Anything bigger than that, you're gonna have to go with the XL. This can fit tables. Obviously, we got a set of Rain 12s set up in the Infinity DJ console. So if you have a bigger unit, this will obviously fit it. It does make it significantly more heavy. So just as a heads up, I love the Infinity L, especially with my Roland, because it's super lightweight and it's easy for me to pack up and carry everything. We also got some really cool totems here. A quick word about these. Totems are not trusses. These are not designed to have things hanging off of them. So no TVs, no, things attached to the side. It can support a large moving head. It's very stable. I have Jmaz Aerospot 60s that I tested up here, and they're fine. Even with the rapid movement of the moving head, it's stable. There's not a lot of shaking. I believe the Aerospot 60 movers weigh like 35 pounds, and this supports that no problem at all. These are powered by These are lit up with 2 ape coins that simply sit at the top, and there's one at the bottom, so it matches your Infinity DJ console to give you a nice streamlined look. Very lightweight. It's made out of the same material as the Infinity DJ console, so there are matching totems that are very cool. Looks like they're running a LD system here. This is the big boy here, folks. This is the Infinity XL. Again, we got a set of Rain 12s in here. Let's take a look at what they got hooked up in here so you can kind of see how much space you got to rack mount things. Microphone holder. Again, this is a set of Rain 12s. Headphone hook. You can have dual laptops. I love that. It's a great backup option, or to simply swap out 2 DJs. So very, very cool. This is the Curve Duo photo booth. I actually have one of these too. I'm going to show you my newest add-on for 2021. So you come up to the photo booth. Check this out. The first thing I love about the Curve Duo is that, again, it's made out of the same lightweight material as the Infinity DJ console. It obviously looks great, like it matches everything. Super lightweight. You can literally set this up in like 2 minutes. What's cool is this top half comes off and it's a roamer. So what I mean by that is I can literally pick this up off of the photo booth, and then you can walk around with it, and it's a great upsell for cocktail hour, at corporate events, or even weddings, so that you can actually go to where the guests are, and it's a little bit more interactive. But the biggest thing that I'm going to be offering, that I'm really excited to actually start offering in September, is going to be capture books. So let me show you how this works. So you go up to the photo booth. When I hit to take a photo, first you're going to notice that this all turned white. These pillars that are powered by battery packs, they're LEDs, they turn white so that you get more light when you go to take the photo, so your photos look more clear and crispy, more than just having this LED ring. Now, this LED ring does a great job, but if you're in a dark room or kind of a weird space, this will give you additional lighting to make sure that your photos look better. You can do physical prints with this booth. This is Curator software. Yes, I need more time because I'm gabbing. So let me take this photo. So again, you're going to see it turn white. Let's strike a pose. Okay, that was a really bad photo, but whatever. Now when it's done, you see that it turns a different color. And then as soon as I hit done, it's going to go back to the attract mode, which is all these pretty rainbow colors, so that people want to come up and use it, because there'd be nothing worse than having someone pay for a photo booth and none of their guests actually use it. So it's really attractive. It's cool. I don't want to get in trouble for this, but I'm going to show you. Again, battery powered. So I can literally put this thing anywhere. It weighs maybe a pound. So if you have venues where you can't run power, it just charges off of a battery pack right on the back. So you can literally plop this stuff anywhere. So let me put this back so this booth looks good. Okay, so remember how I took the photo here? So now this is a digital guest book, folks, and I feel like this is the future. I actually just signed up with Capture Book. The old way of doing scrapbooks, obviously you'd go to Michael's Crafts, you'd buy a $20 book, glue sticks, gel pens, right? and then you'd print out the photos and then stick it on a page in the book and they'd sign it and stuff. Well, check this out. So I'm gonna create a page. Here's my horrible photo. So there's my picture. I'm gonna tap that. Now it's on my personal scrapbook page. I can move this. I can add other people's photos if I want. So these are photos taken throughout the day. Sure, we'll add these guys. Now I can reposition them. You can make them bigger, smaller. Then you can come down here. Let me find the pencil. If I come to the pencil, you can sign, you can draw, you can add emojis on things. How cool is this? It's a digital scrapbook, so then you would send this to the client. They can print it out, or you can use Shutterfly, and you can upsell a scrapbook with none of the fuss or the mess with capture books. So once again, I took the photo here, it instantly showed up over here, and then guests can make their scrapbook page, hit finish, yes, we're done, and then now it's stored and you can print it out or do whatever you want with it. So capture book to me is the future, super dope, very modern, easy to use, and a great upsell for clients. So I'm actually gonna be debuting this for my weddings in September, and I am so excited for this. What's up, Aaron? Rachel's photo booth now. Pioneer Gear. I believe this is Bluetooth, but I want to verify because I want to be accurate. So let me find out for you. I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Does this capture book run off of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth? Meaning when I take the photo here and it shows up here, is it Wi-Fi or Bluetooth?
That's a question for Mike. I'll find him.
Okay, I'll find Mike and I'll ask him. So stand by on that answer. I'm not 100% sure. The capture book guy is probably floating around here. But anyway, this is capture book. This is the Max Curve Duo photo booth. Honestly, so last thing I'm gonna say and then I'll move on to other stuff. So you know I'm a DJ. I didn't want to be a photo boother, but I kept getting asked by clients, hey, do you offer photo booth services? And I kept getting tired of referring people to other people. So I saw that this was lightweight, it matched my DJ console, easy to use, so I was like, what the heck? And because it's so simple, I'm able to offer this as a solo up DJ with minimal effort. So definitely check this out if you're looking to dabble in photo booth stuff. So now, next door, we got Jmaz. What I want to do is I want to come back. They do a light show. I'm not sure how often. I showed this earlier, but that video got blocked, so hopefully they'll do it again. The biggest thing over here, oh, thank you, Danny. It runs off of Wi-Fi. So when you take the picture at the Curve Duo photo booth and then it goes to the capture book stand, that's over Wi-Fi. So check this out, people. This was pretty cool. This is called the VersaFlex. This is by Jmaz. This is kind of like their answer to a much cooler gig bar. Honestly, I'm not even gonna attempt to explain this because I have a qualified Jmaz person here that can tell you. All right, we'll go talk to Victor again because he's the one that made it. So I feel really bad. He did a great job before, and then I went to a speaker room and Facebook blocked it because of like the song they played. So now I got to start all over again. So I'm gonna bother him when he's free.
Okay. Is this like a live thing right now?
Yeah, we're live, man. We're live. We're jamming. We're here at the Jmaz booth. What I want to know is when's your next light show?
I think we're doing it in like, we do it every 20 minutes. So we
Every
should
20
have it.
minutes. All right, I'm definitely going to be front seat of the house. You got to check out this light show that they put on. They do it every year. I think you plan it the whole entire year, right? Like it takes you.
Yeah,
Tell me about your light show.
Every show is programmed by Edgar. He's our main guy who programs everything. He'll come in a day or two before and actually get each individual light program for this show. And he'll do that for the NAMM show. He'll do that for...
It's insane. I cannot wait to show you guys.
Yeah, let's...
So, all right, we're going to grab Edgar. And we're going to see if we get a show. I really want you guys to see this new Jmaz fixture. This is super cool. They have a flyer somewhere. I can show you what's in it. But this is their biggest release. So over 2020, they were innovating. They were still listening to DJs, seeing what they wanted, and this is what they came up with. So we're gonna see this in action pretty soon. I'm trying to see if I can find Edgar.
Because he was here at like 2 a.m.
He did good.
Programming for hours.
So I got bad news, good news. Hold on, I gotta wait in line patiently because they're popular.
Everyone wants to talk to him.
Everybody wants to talk to him.
The suit jacket on, so he's more important, you know.
Right, so yes, you gotta put on the suit jacket.
Put him on blast.
Can you tell me what the price is?
For that, it is $7.99 normally. I think for the show we're doing it. KPO DJ is going to be selling it at $7.69. It comes with just the bar and the mover heads on top. Yeah, you can see here, just the bar.
Okay, so the new fixture is $7.99. Here, I'll show you right here. So this new light by Jmaz, $7.99.
Comes with just the bar and the movers.
Just the bar and the movers, so it does not include these. How much is that?
And then if you want to add these on, they're like around
Okay, so let me clarify. The $7.99 gets you this bar and these two movers, and then you can choose to add on these additional lights for how much more?
They're around $250 to $299.
They're around $250 to $299, and honestly, you can add what you want and leave off what you want. They only wanted you to have lights that you actually find value in, so it doesn't come preloaded with a bunch of fixtures you're not going to use, so you can kind of make your own budget. What's up? Okay, so the bad news is our previous conversation got blocked by the Facebook police because I got picked up on music. So the good news is I'm back, and you can tell us about it again real quick.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks for stopping by. So Victor here with Jmaz Lighting. One of the things we got here brand new for DJ EXPO 2021 is the VersaFlex bar. Versatility and flexibility is what we want to bring to the market. Ultimately, guys, the idea came from the very famous FX Bar 5050. So what we wanted to do was, how do we create a light that is all-in-one type solution? And it's not limited to what we designed, but how do we give you, the consumers, the option to also customize it, create your own scenes. Maybe you want all red plus white beams. Well, guess what? The VersaFlex bar is here. Ultimately, guys, you get a version 2 of the FX Bar 5050 plus 2 movers. That's how it comes pre-packaged. Let me go ahead and black out the booth here. Well, Leo, are you here? No?
I think you want to get coffee.
Oh, okay. We have to get coffee. Well, who needs coffee when you're at DJ EXPO? So guys, let me show you. I've got 2 pairs right up here. So ultimately, this is what you're gonna get. It's a couple of moving heads rated at 30 watts per light, open white with a gobo wheel and a color wheel. And you're gonna get the FX Bar 5050 version 2. You can have different light shows built in. And that's gonna be base model. That's how it comes pre-packaged. You can hang it, you can put it on a tabletop, or you can use a vertical mount. If you wanna dress it a little more, you've got 4 different options to choose from. And we can talk about those options later, but this is the fully dressed version here. You're gonna get 2 part lights on the top, 2 part lights on the bottom. Now, the beauty about this light is that the included RF remote is gonna give you independent access to all the lights so that you can create your own scenes. And why not? In the future, let us know what you want to see out of this bar. We'll take it into consideration, and we might be able to start selling and shipping you individual light shows that you prefer that we can send out to you. So ultimately, that's what we wanted to do, something flexible. It's something that's got tons of versatility. Perfect.
What's up, Rachel?
What's up? All right, guys, so this is the VersaFlex. I almost forgot. How much was this again?
The light itself right now is show special $764 for just the light with the 2 movers. Fully dressed, you're looking at approximately $1950 with the show special.
Got it.
Check it out.
Got it. You got those prices? All right, so this is
So guys,
Jmaz.
stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and play this year's light show.
All right, they're going to be starting the light show.
Jmaz lighting.
I'm going to back up.
2021.
They put a lot of work into this. This light show is super dope. I'm so sorry if I just bumped you. I'm so sorry. All right, get ready for this, guys.
We're going to go ahead and play our show. Make sure you get your cameras ready because today at 5 o'clock, we're going to be giving away a pair of the Acro.
Check out this show, guys. Jmaz programmed all this with their pictures. It's super dope. Uh-oh. Hold on. Something happened.
What you do, Willie?
He's watching me watching myself. He's watching me watching myself. That's kind of funny. All right, hold on, guys. Hang tight. Give him a minute to get this like back up and running. It's worth the wait. It's a really dope show. I'm totally just sitting on the floor right now.
I was just saying, there are lights coming.
Waiting for this thing to start. Sitting on the floor in front of the... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Take two.
Hopefully this is a copyright-free song. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I didn't get kicked off last time. You guys, share this video. Let's get people tuned in and watching the DJ EXPO 2021. Let's support our vendors. Again, we're looking at the Jmaz booth. This is the light show they put on every year. They do a great job with this to showcase their lighting and their programming. Lots of creativity. I really respect what they got going on here.
All right.
Woo!
Make sure that you please take your pictures and your photos.
Definitely share, guys. Let's support the vendors that made it out this year.
Tag at DJ EXPO. DJ X 2021.
All right, that's Jmaz. That's Jmaz.
At 5 o'clock today.
Again, I'm gonna repeat. Guys, share this video. Let's get this hyped up. Let's support the vendors that made it out. It's so important after the hell that they've been through. The least we could do is give them the spotlight that they need. showcase the new tech. They made the effort to make it out. You know, people are wearing their masks. They're trying to be as safe as possible. I'm so grateful that they still made it out here. So anything we could do to support these businesses, let's do that. So again, I'm trying to give the people that couldn't make it this year a close look. You have my dedicated time and attention to certain things. So if there's something you want to know, put it in the chat. I'll walk over. I'm going to question people. Chat with friends. I love seeing people around here. What's up, everybody? So you guys having a good time?
Having a great time.
Awesome, good show, right? Overall, all things considering, great show. So I'm just gonna keep, wow, we got someone from Ghana tuning in here. So let's keep it global, let's keep it fun. We're gonna be walking around here. Appreciate it. All right, I think we got Reloop here. You know I'm all about these microcontrollers. Fantastic backup solution, great for music prep. These things are dope. I'm really into the micro controller. I don't think JBL is here. I will double check, maybe I missed it, but I did not see JBL here. Yo, everybody knows Hercules Starlight. This is part of my main ceremony rig with my 30M. Dope little controller, USB powered. It's got touch sensitive jog wheels. Pretty much fully featured. It's got a crossfader. It's got pre-listen. You got all your full loop functions. You can unlock more features by simply hitting the shift key. We got volume, bass filter, super dope. Love that. And they're like 80 bucks or something. So again, throw it in your DJ backpack and you're good to go. So we got the Reloop. Hey, what's up, man?
And if you leave your card in the box over there, you get a chance to get one of the free haircuts.
All right, so if we leave our business card in the box over there, they're giving away some free stuff. Not that I need any more free stuff to, I don't know, get yelled at by my mom. So let's check out what we got. So again, we're at the Reloop booth. So we're swinging back around. We got more Max Design. Again, this is the capture book I was telling you about, where you take the photo here and then you can design your own digital photo book page here. Super cool. I'll explain it again if anybody needs it. That's a roamer. See how he took it off? He can now walk around with that and take pictures of me, taking pictures of him. Super cool. This is the Curve Duo by Max Design. I own this. Super simple. Sets up in like 2 minutes. Love it. We got a bar. I could definitely use a drink. What else we got here? Oh my God. Really excited about this. We got, well, I gotta turn my camera around for this. Virtual DJ is in the house. Yo, this is my zone. This is my element. You know, I'm a solid, hardcore virtual DJ fan. I am so pumped that they made it out to the show. Their booth looks great. And if anyone hasn't looked at virtual DJ in the past like 2 years, give it a second look. Even my Serato fans. The amount of attention to detail in revamping and refreshing the software is amazing. My favorite feature is obviously real-time stems. So let's check this out. So this is virtual DJ. Real-time stems. I'll explain it a little bit. So as you know, you have your waveform. Music can be isolated from vocals, instrumental. Actually, let me go down here and show you this. This will like help me explain it better. In real time, you can isolate your vocals, your instrument, your bass, hi-hat, kick. So live remixes on the fly, it's giving you a real-time stem. Now granted, these are not real stems, but honestly, they're good enough, and this has expanded my creativity tenfold. This is an untouchable feature. No one else is currently offering real-time stems. Virtual DJ is killing it. My software choice, nothing but love for the other programs out there, but this is what I learned on. This is my comfort zone. This is what I grew up on. They've done so much work in making this modern and functional and I'm just so happy to see Virtual DJ here again. I'm back as promised. Virtual DJ in the house.
Grab an individual stem. Besides just separate a stem, you can actually take it and scratch it if you want.
So with the stems, you can also add effects. So they added that as well, and you also have, I'm gonna call it like bleed control. You can really dial them in. They've worked really hard to make this as smart and intelligent as possible. So right now he's messing with the individual stems, adding effects, slicer, all of that. So now we got Prox in the house. They got their new booth out here. Gabriel! Hey! Say hi to the world, Gabe. We're on Facebook Live, baby. I'm so glad we ran into each other. So what do you got going on? Tell me.
So is this product made by the CKs in Poland? Just look at it.
He said, just look at it. That looks pretty sharp, I'm not gonna lie. That black on red is kind of dope. So this is the Prox booth. They got a lot of stuff for sale here. They're showcasing their new booths here. I had a question about the real-time stems. So, yes, you can add any effect to the stem. You can scratch the stem. You can slicer the stem. You can fully manipulate it and also dial in the gradients so that if it sounds too warbly, it allows you to finesse it. Guys, again, if you haven't, oh, hold on, I'm dropping my phone here. If you haven't checked out Virtual DJ in a while, give it a second look. World-class software, world-class engineers, great support team, great community. Let me go find out the price on the Prox booth. Gabriel, how much? I can't hear you, I'm a DJ. $2,000 with 2 cases, so either color? Okay, so you get either color with the case, the travel cases, for $2 grand. We got iDJ Now here. This is the Chauvet booth. One of the biggest things I think this year for this booth is gonna be the gig bar, which is now available in white. You asked for it, they delivered, here it is. This definitely is pretty sleek looking. I really appreciate the fact that they now have this in white. I forget how much this costs, but I do know when you buy it, it comes with a stand as well as this case down here. So again, this is the updated gig bar Move. It is now available in white. We got some slim bars. How heavy is the top of the gig bar? Okay, let me ask. Let me find some people. Oh, I have one of these, and these are awesome. What's up? I got a question for you. We're on Facebook Live, just so you know, so you can say hi to the world. How much does...
I don't have pizza for Rachel, I'm sorry.
It's all right, I'll take care of that later. Okay. How heavy is the top of the gig bar Move?
I really would have to look that one up. I feel prepared for that question.
Can we do that? Is there a pamphlet or something? Or can you Google it?
I can Google it.
All right, he's gonna Google it for us. And what's the cost?
Let me grab a price sheet for you.
So we're gonna get a price sheet and Google.
It's only because I'm not the actual product manager for that, or probably might have that spec memorized.
All right, so we're waiting for Google to see how heavy the top of the Gig Bar move, but again, it is now available in white. It comes with the tripod stand and the case. And we're finding out how much it weighs for you, as well as the price sheet. This is the Chauvet booth. We got iDJ Now in the house here. Again, if there's anything you want to see or want me to ask, I'm happy to do so. While I still have a voice, because this is my second time doing this. We got Bayardo in the house over there. I feel weird eavesdropping.
23 pounds.
Okay, so the top of it weighs 23 pounds.
23 pounds.
And what's our price on this?
Well, in order to give you the show price, you're actually going to have to call iDJ Now or come to our booth.
So what you could do is you can all Venmo me your dollars. No, I'm not getting involved in that. All right. Show price, I will still take that. So that way they know they should have came to get the show price deals, right?
Hey, Alan, I'm on live Facebook. Can I give a show price on live Facebook? Okay.
I'll even take regular price. People just want to know.
The show price is $791.99.
$791.99. And what is it regularly?
Regularly, $879.99.
So you should have made it to the show. They're trying to save you some bucks. All right, so this is the Gig Bar move. Again, it's in white. You get the case, you get the tripod. You're welcome, Joe. I am here to help anybody out that couldn't make it. I know travel's hard. What's up?
Smith, how's it going?
You are now on Facebook Live.
Hey,
we got Frank Smith in the house.
How's it going?
So good. You having a good time?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I see you walking around, showing everybody everything.
Well, I just was explaining, there's a lot of people that couldn't make it due to travel restrictions or COVID, or honestly, they're too busy working.
Yeah.
So I'm here to help you out, and whatever you want to know, you let me know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, no, you all should always tune in to everything DJ Rachel, hands down.
You're so nice. I appreciate that. I appreciate the plug.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to walk and talk. I'm literally walking around. Oh, I think this is a Russian company, but I haven't seen anybody here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not Russian. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I shouldn't say things that I don't know. Yorkville. No, I'm sorry. This is not who I thought it was. Oh, maybe Yorkville. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, we got Yorkville in the house. This is the room that I got the copyright strike on, so I'm trying to avoid live music here. I actually think I have to go soon because there's a seminar that I got to catch. I could come back down here once again. I'm just kind of going to hit, the main stuff. We got Audio Technica here. They're selling some things. Get you some prices. Oh, we got Bose in the house. Over here, we got RCF to my right. They also have a demo room upstairs, so you can. So this is RCF. They have a full demo room upstairs. You can listen to their stuff live. They're selling some things here. Right here we got the Evox J8. Again, we're checking out some RCF stuff here. I did not see Behringer here. Unless I missed them, but I have not seen them.
These are pros.
picture? Sorry, so first of all, say what's up. We're on Facebook Live.
What's up, Rachel?
What's up, everybody? I'm gonna take a quick picture. I'll be right back with you.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely, of course.
Love your video. Thank you. You always give us great information. Hold on, wait, Naomi, wait.
Awesome, thank you. So I'm just trying to help some people out that couldn't make it down, giving them a walkthrough and
nice.
having a good time. You're so welcome. Will do. Bye, guys. I do use Peep Insurance in case anybody needs insurance. Don't be, what did I say last time? It's penny foolish and dollar wise. I don't even know what that phrase is. The point is, you need insurance. Be prepared. I haven't made a claim, luckily, but Peep has always been good to me. So, hello. I think we spoke one time. I'm DJ Rachel.
Hey, DJ Rachel.
Nice to meet you. I use Peep. I use Peep Insurance, of course.
I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Absolutely. So walking around, so Peep Insurance. What's up, man? Okay, this is super cool, people. I was back here before. This is called Tribe. What this is a virtual training studio that I think gives you a CDJ 3000, and it works with an Oculus. I actually have an Oculus. Oculuses are super dope. I got one for Christmas. This game, or I shouldn't call it game, this simulator is only, I think, 30 bucks, and it literally allows you to virtually train. They have classes, teachers, and like lessons and stuff, so you can actually practice DJing, and it looks like you're really DJing virtually. How cool is this? So this is all virtual reality, available on the Oculus.
Live?
Yeah, we're live. What up, man?
What's up, everybody?
Yo,
We're live.
We got Bayardo in the house. You having a good time, man?
I'm having a great time. It's great to see everybody back. You should be here.
You should be here. I see his camera, so check out. He's obviously got some content coming.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Here, let's do some vlogception. See, they're watching me, watching you, watching them.
Dude, that's happened like 10 times today. So, what has been the coolest thing you've seen here? Like that excited you, or you're like you were happy to see it out here?
I'm gonna have it like, you guys are probably gonna get mad, but it's the people. I'm just so happy to see the people. Because we didn't get this last year. I'll be honest, there's really nothing new here this year, but it's just so great to see everybody out here once again. You know, it's just great to see everybody, to see Rachel, get to see everybody. Everybody's back, so it's great to see the people. That's what I'm really more excited to see. What about you? See anything equipment-wise?
So Jmaz's new Barr, that seemed pretty cool. It's like, you know, a direct competition with the Gig Bar move.
Yeah.
I'm not terribly into the Gig Bar move, but you know, it's cool.
I did see two things. I saw a 360 booth. That was my first time. I've never used a 360 booth before. And then I also saw this VR thing. This is right here.
Yeah, I just was here. That's
this thing
cool,
is
right?
pretty cool.
Do you have an Oculus?
I don't, but I got to try it.
Dude, the Oculus just itself, even if you don't get that, it's so cool.
This thing is like awesome.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Like you lose yourself. Like I was messing around with it, and after like a couple of minutes, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like all discombobulated when I took it off.
It's crazy, right? No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
It's
cool.
dope. It's dope.
All right, I'm gonna walk around.
All right,
Good seeing you, man. Oh, my boys at Jetpack are here. I'm actually wearing my Jetpack snap right now. So I have the Jetpack drop system. I love it. I did a video review on it. You can check out my YouTube if you want to see kind of how it works and what you can fit in it. Not even joking. I love this bag. This is the Jetpack Snap. Right here. I'm wearing it at the show. I loved it so much, I actually got a plain one for my job because I can't walk around my work with a DJ Rachel logo on it. So say what's up to the Jetpack fam.
Hello, everybody.
10 years this year, right?
10 years.
10-year anniversary. So I was asked to ask you, are there any show specials?
Yes, there are.
Okay, so tell us about the show specials.
Show specials are all highly discounted. We're also giving away a free t-shirt along with every sale as well, while supplies last. And it's the best prices of the year. You're not going to get a better price.
I just missed the price slide. You just had them posted.
Oh yeah, it'll come back.
So do you have any new products out that you could show me?
The newest one is the drop system. So the drop system is a really exciting thing that a bag will cause a lot of excitement, but this one does because it's really revolutionary. There is no mold for this. We created it from the ground up, and it's a 2-for-1 combination. It's a roller bag for equipment.
Let's open this up.
Roller bag for equipment and an additional bag for your laptop. So here you can see in the tray here that's we have a divider that's adjustable. You can actually move it to the exact fit you want. You put your mixer, your controller on one side. Then you put other things like a laptop stand, a cable, whatever you have in here.
Yo, I got one of these guys. This bag is dope. Again, I got a whole video on it. Be sure to check it out. They got some show specials. They got all their bags here. And don't forget about their custom embroidery.
That's right.
Oh, check this out. Hold my phone.
Oh, okay.
Ready? Custom embroidery.
Oh, look at that. Wow. That looks awesome.
I swear to God, honestly, it's my favorite bag. I got one unbranded so I could have one for work and one when I DJ. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
all right, guys,
awesome.
I'll let you get back to work. Thank you. Love the Jetpack snap. Appreciate it. All right, we got Bunn gear in the house. We got CrateHackers here. We got Big Earn. What's up? Dude, we're chilling. We're good. Good show, good show. Yo, we got Mike Villa in the house.
We got Rachel right here.
Dude, this is dope.
Get in there.
This looks dope. I'm running up to a seminar now, but I wanted to come by, check this out. I didn't know if Joe Bunn was here or whatever, but Mike Villa's about to be spinning. Very cool, very cool. Rocking the Electro Voice. Is this a 50 or a 50M? This is a 50.
Having fun yet?
Oh, what up, Lou? We got Lou Paris. He spun a vinyl set last night at the Plum Lounge. Really enjoyed it. I'm actually heading up to Chris D'Amico. You want to come up? Okay, we're going to go check out some seminars. This is kind of the basic walk around. Yo, we got VIBO in the house. We're live again. We're live again. So my last video got muted because of a song. I did all that work for nothing, so I'm redoing it now. It's all right. You didn't. You were setting stuff up. So now's your moment.
Okay. What's up, Rachel's friends? You follow her. You're the best. And if you don't know about VIBO, we're the music management software that will help you book more weddings and save time. It's the only thing out there that's an app.
I couldn't do my job if it wasn't for VIBO.
Oh, there's 50 people watching us. I should
Yes.
be more serious.
No,
Show
man.
them the video. Show them the video.
They've been, woo.
Oh my God.
Love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna go check out a seminar. Good to see you guys. VIBO's in the house. All right, folks. I'm gonna wrap this up now because I gotta get some education. Yeah, Michael from VIBO is the best. Thank you to everyone tuning in. Hit me up in my inbox if there's something I missed that you want me to check. I can go live tomorrow. I am here all week. This is barring me actually having a voice left because I've been shouting for like 2 days. But that was a look at the DJ EXPO 20. Ooh, that's a carpet that I just tripped over. That's what happened when you're recording and walking. This is DJ EXPO 2021. For those of you who can't make it, we wish you could be here. Definitely put it on the calendar for next year when things are a little less crazy. That's gonna be it. So thank you so much. Please stay safe. It's where's the pizza? It's about to be here. What's up? How's it going?
Good.
We're going up to a seminar.
Oh, just getting back from baseballs.
Oh, baseballs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go check them out.
All right, folks. So that's it. This is the Hard Rock. Really nice hotel. Before I kind of sign out, they have like really cool memorabilia around. So, you know, from different artists and stuff. People say, yo, what's up, Lou? They just did a really good job. Obviously music themed, so perfectly appropriate for a DJ convention. They just pretty much did a facelift on the Taj Mahal or Trump Casino or whatever it was called. Beautiful place, really big, kind of confusing. I've pretty much been lost for like 2 days. Not even gonna lie. But what do we got going on tonight? We got the party at DJ NTV.
We got that. There's a Twitch party tonight at 9. The DJ NTV party's at 8:30.
Digital Dave is at the Golden Nugget.
Yep.
I gotta make it to that. I want to see him bad. I gotta get some food at some point. Honestly, I don't even eat today. I had a Red Bull.
I had something.
I literally had a Red Bull. All right, let me let you check out this venue before I kind of walk into my. Actually, if you guys want, I will stay live and kind of show you the Chris D'Amico presentation that's going on. I do need another Red Bull. Like, I'm losing steam here, folks. Check this out. Check this out. This place is beautiful. Yo, where'd Lou go? Did I lose Lou?
Right here.
Oh, I was like, I lost Lou. So they have it organized pretty well. There's like 2 main hallways of these rooms. You just walk in, look at the schedule, pop on in. There is some overlap, so you definitely have to kind of prioritize what you want to see, what's important to you. You'll kill yourself trying to see everything. But everyone that I saw has done a fantastic job. I'm really proud of everyone. What's up, what's up? I'm really proud of everyone showing up, doing their thing. I'm so happy to see the vendors here. There were a couple of major brands that did not make it. Like ADJ wasn't here. I did not see JBL. Ape Labs wasn't here. So hopefully next year, you know, we'll just be bigger and better once things kind of settle in. And we're gonna be walking into Chris D'Amico. I saw this presentation 2 years ago. It gave me goosebumps. It gave me tears. It made me laugh. I respect the hell out of him and his mission to spread kindness. I think that's more important than ever. So I'm here to support this 110%. I am late by 18 minutes. Hopefully he will forgive me because I was
typical of an expo.
because you know, I was guys showing you the gear and stuff. And I'll stay live if you want, you know, show me some hearts if you want me to keep this connected and check out what I'm about to go sit in. Otherwise, you know, I can tune in later. I'll be back tomorrow. Again, I'm here all week. Once again, we got RCF sound room. We got a Yorkville sound room down here. Loud as hell. This is how I got my copyright ding. We got Bass Boss. Yo, they've been behaving themselves, and I'm really surprised. The last time I was in Bass Boss room over at Harrah's, I literally couldn't breathe. Like, their sound system was so loud. Oh, there we go, actually. Bass Boss is pumping. Oh my God. It is so loud in here. Man. Yo, Bass Boss is intense, I'm not even gonna lie. Do we know what room we're going to? Can you check your schedule? Because I'm kind of just walking and talking and not really paying attention.
I can't remember if they're in the Hollywood side or the Seminole side.
Hold on, folks. I got to figure out what room I'm trying to go in. Told you they got a lot of cool memorabilia here.
I think it might be on the Hollywood side.
Hollywood.
I don't have my app, which anybody coming should be.
I do have my app, but if I minimize, then I lose the video here.
Exactly.
Oh my God, this is terrible. Well, where's the, right here. The ripple effect to empower to begin. So maybe we're not late. I just gotta figure out what room this is in. Hold on, folks. Sorry for the chaos here. I've been here almost 2 days and I still don't know what's going on. So this is the main showroom floor. This is the main seminar floor. We got 2 hallways of clearly labeled rooms. You just have to not be an idiot and know which room you need to go in. I'm gonna walk over to the schedule and figure out what room I need to be in, and then I'll broadcast Chris D'Amico. Gonna be a really special presentation. Oh my God, I'm tired. I can't believe I had to walk all this way back. Looking forward to the parties tonight. It's gonna be a good time. Very rarely do we get time to see our peers not only enjoy themselves, but also, do their thing. So I'm here to be a fan and support, and I just love seeing everyone just in their element. All right, so here we are at this schedule, so I can figure out what room I need to be in. Where are we? The Ripple Effect, Hollywood Ballroom West. Where is that? Oh my God, there's East.
Oh, West right there. Right.
Oh my God, I just walked 3 miles. I could have turned around and walked in here, and I just walked a mile for nothing. All right, I'm gonna have to go quiet because I don't want to interrupt this. So if you guys want to tune in, stay with me. Did they lock us out? Did we get locked out?
No, there's nobody in there.
What do you mean there's nobody in there? Did I misread that again? 4:30. Oh, it didn't even start yet. Here I'm freaking out. I'm late. Okay, so it didn't start yet. So we have a couple minutes. That means I have time for a Red Bull run. Want to come for a Red Bull run?
I'll drink water, but I'll do that.
I probably should have something else other than Red Bull. Haven't had any pizza yet. Very disappointed, actually. Do you know where we're going to get Red Bull?
Probably hit that little.
I'm telling you, I need a chaperone around this thing. Ooh, candy. No, that's a bad idea. So I got a really cool seminar starting in 8 minutes. I thought I was late, but I'm not. So that makes me feel good. Hollywood West, 4:30. Chris D'Amico, the Ripple Effect. But right now I am on Mission Red Bull because I've been talking and walking for like 4 hours now, and I need to repower. I'm gonna have to get a slice of pizza at some point. I'm starving. I appreciate all 42 people still hanging out here. People coming and going, totally fine.
We could probably get a Red Bull there, or we could probably go up there and get a
here.
slice.
Oh, there's pizza here? No, for real.
You would think there would have to be.
I see sushi.
It's way up though by White House.
Oh, do I have to walk far?
Potentially. Well, you have to walk a little.
Okay, priority's Red Bull because I need fluid. Actually, I take that back. Why am I complaining about walking far to pizza? I actually went to New York one time and literally walked like 9 miles. Oh, come on. Don't give me this healthy stuff. I don't need fruit and water. Oh, here we go. I don't see Red Bull. I don't see Red Bull, Lou. Oh, I see Red Bull, Lou. Thank God. And I need a break from my mask. I'm so hot. I'm like sweaty. This thing's all filled with makeup. That was a bad idea. Pizza and water? Maybe. I feel weird. I feel like I'm cheating. I'm standing in a burger line. I need to be at a pizza place getting Red Bull. Check out this.
Somewhere in the expo?
Yes, I am. I've been talking for like 4 hours. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of people that couldn't make it, so I want them to feel, like they didn't miss anything.
Hey, can I give you my card?
Sure. Give me 1 second. I just need to order a Red Bull here. Peach Red Bull, please. Peach Red Bull? Yeah. All right, hold on. I need to get the dollars out.
I got you.
No.
It's already easy enough. I got you. Perfect.
Lou Paris is being a gentleman. He's buying me my Red Bull. Thank you. I owe you a Red Bull.
I don't drink Red Bull, unfortunately. I should.
I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I'm not powered by pizza today. I'm powered by Red Bull. That's okay. Oh my God, I need some of this. Oh my God, I'm like live, I'm drinking, I'm thirsty, I'm talking to people. That's what we do.
I'm Elliot, and I sing, I play guitar, one-man band.
One-man band, Elliot the one-man band here.
Elliot Goldberg, the best.
What is up?
All of your videos, I check them out, very informative. I love that idea you had with the little microphone holder. I put them on both of my controllers.
Isn't that the best 12 bucks?
That little slide around one.
Oh, with the screw?
Yeah, that's great.
I love it.
Great idea.
That's what it's about, folks. It's about meeting people in real life. I love helping people out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I'm on my way to a seminar. You coming over?
On my way down, wait for my buddy.
All right, I'll see you over there.
Yes,
Sean says, hey, Elliot.
all right. Who that? Hey, Elliot. Hey. Pleasure meeting you. Very
What's up?
enjoy
All right,
meeting you.
everyone says hi. Yes, hi.
Yes, indeed. Take care.
Bye, guys.
You good on
What's
this
up,
Red
Terry?
Bull?
We got Terry here. We got a lot of people here. No, we're working on it. I need food. I'm getting hangry.
I just
What's going on?
You have pizza?
I just have
live
some
on
pizza shop is down the street. It's right down there.
Oh
Where
my
you
God.
been at?
Okay.
Wait,
No, I gotta
this
go.
tableau is delicious.
Like, I gotta grab some of that.
That's all I'm eating.
I'm not powered by pizza. I haven't had any.
I'm past power about pizza.
Dude, I'm about to grab this bag and run.
Go down there. The stromboli's are delicious.
All right. Absolutely. Could you hold my phone?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I'm out down to the pizza shop here. Do we have time? Do we have time?
4:27 and they never start on time.
They never start on time. We got time. I got time for a slice. So you are live with DJ Rachel on the hunt for some pizza now, so I don't die from a heart attack from just eating Red Bull all day. Oh, but gelato, not gonna lie, that looks good. I will say though, folks, when you come down here, definitely have some money with you. This place is expensive as hell. Like that's no joke. I'm looking for pizza. I appreciate you guys sticking with me on this tour. I definitely need some food. Feeling a little, oh, is this the line?
Potentially.
We are at Pizzata, and I don't know where the line is. And they look really busy, and we're probably gonna be late now. Let me look at what they got over here. I don't want people to think I'm cutting the line. Oh, this buffalo chicken, I think, has my name all... Oh, no, Hawaiian. I can't decide. All right, for all of my pineapple fans out there, give me a thumbs up if I should get Hawaiian. Give me a heart if I should get buffalo chicken. I need y'all to vote. I need y'all to vote. Waiting for some hearts for the buffalo chicken or thumbs up for some Hawaiian. Not gonna lie, I really love some pineapple pizza, but whatever I see spamming this live feed, vote for what DJ Rachel eats. Thumbs up Hawaiian, hearts, buffalo. Man, it's pretty even, folks. Okay, buffalo chicken it is. That's where we're gonna roll. Thanks for voting. I gotta figure out where I get to place my order. I appreciate y'all sticking around. I know this isn't, DJ gear and stuff, but I'll get back down to get both. Yo, if I get both, will you eat any of it or no?
I'll take a bite.
Okay, we'll take a bite. I'll order two. Why not we be diplomatic here? I'll be like France. I'm just gonna get both and play it safe.
I don't know if they're in line or not.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they placed their order.
Excuse me, are you guys in line?
Okay. Okay, I didn't want to cut people.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna get both. We're gonna get both. And then I gotta head over into this seminar. So if I missed anything on the expo floor, hit me up in my messenger. I'll make sure to capture it tomorrow. I think What time does that show floor close? 5 or 6?
5 or 5:30.
I think they close at 5 or 5:30. So I can't go back down there for y'all today, but I can tomorrow. So again, any gear, any questions, happy to answer it for the people who could not make it. I'm waiting to go into Chris D'Amico's presentation, but I need some food. I wonder if I could have like Uber Eats, just like go and buy this for me and bring it into the conference room. I'm so impatient.
That would define a new level of service.
New level of service, right? Uber Eats, walk me my pizza. Does this stuff take long? Did you get one of these?
I haven't gotten here yet, so this was a mystery.
Oh, I'm about to order. I'm stepping up. We're about to order. You guys talk me into it. I'm getting buffalo chicken and Hawaiian, and whatever I don't eat, I will just eat later, or will become breakfast. I'm cool with that. I do love me some chicken parm, though. Not gonna lie. Hello. Can I get a buffalo chicken and a Hawaiian? Oh, I thought we ordered here. I'm stupid. Sorry. Oh my God, I stood over there for nothing. I told you, I have no idea what's going on.
You may end up waiting a while on this.
I'm kind of bummed. I feel like I don't have time for this now. But I'm so hungry.
How long is his presentation? An hour?
I think it's an hour. I feel like customer service is confusing here. Who orders at here? Like you order at the register?
It just has to say order.
Oh, apparently I'm dumb. I'm dumb. So I stood in that line for absolutely nothing. So sorry, folks. So what's up, everybody? I'm just trying to grab something to eat. I'm really hungry. I don't know. Should we come back? I feel bad. I have anxiety now.
Craziest place, I know.
I'm trying to make it to a seminar, and
I was waiting on the wrong line.
so okay, I'm not the only one. He waited on the wrong line too, even though there's a big sign that says order here. Who reads? You want to come back?
I could do either.
Okay.
I have seen a seminar before. I don't know how much it's going to be new, but it's
I don't know,
there for
guys. I'm
support.
torn. I really want to eat, but I feel bad that I'm late. I'm like frozen with indecision.
Think of it this way. At least an hour of the seminar. You're going to be at least probably pulled around a few times, and then you got to start getting ready for parties tonight and everything. You're going to need
That's
some
true.
time
That's true. He does make a good point.
You're going to
Okay, everyone's telling me to wait. Okay, but they're not like paying attention to me. I haven't been able to order yet because they're busy. Maybe I should just order one because I don't have time for two. Dude, I'm just trying to get fed. That's funny. He's like, first time I get to actually see Rachel in person. Where is she standing at? The irony. Girls gotta eat, man. They haven't even taken her order. I feel like I'm being ignored. Can I get a buffalo chicken, please? All right, guys, I'm keeping it simple because I don't have time to wait for 2 pies. And I hope that was ranch and not blue cheese, but it's too late now.
That is ranch.
We're just gonna rock with it. I don't love blue cheese, folks, everybody.
It's too thin for blue cheese.
See, I wouldn't know that because I don't really eat blue cheese. All right, so they are making my personal buffalo chicken pizza here. I am so pumped for this. Finally getting to eat. Oh, my mom is tuning in, watching them making me make pizza. What up, Mom? If you haven't eaten yet, eat yourself because I'm taking care of that now because I'm starving. I needed a snack. We're watching them make my personal food in person. And then we're going to head over to a seminar and I'll stay live so we can tune into Chris D'Amico, the Ripple Effect. Really good person. Say it again? Anything else? No, I'm happy with that. We're cool with that.
By the way, what's up, Dale and Anthony?
Oh, so you're tuning in? All right, you could be my comment person because it's hard for me to follow. So I got Loop Harris tuned into my feed, reading some comments. So All right, so now I should probably pay for this.
Do you already order?
Yes. I had a buffalo chicken pizza. That is it. 1706. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. That's all right, though. It's worth it. Paying for the pizza. No thanks. I don't need to be reminded that I just spent $17 on a personal pizza. Okay, so now the waiting game, and then we can run on over to that presentation. Do I not have pockets? Why don't they ever give women's clothing pockets? Like, that's weird, because apparently women don't need pockets. We are at Pizzata. I'm just trying to get a snack. Thanks everybody tuning in. Again, I'm at the DJ EXPO 2021, trying to broadcast some stuff for those of you who couldn't make it. I know y'all have been working real hard out there. We got, you know, crazy events. Some people couldn't make it down, and then COVID and stuff, so I totally get it. So I am here to answer any questions, give you a sneak peek.
John makes an interesting point. You got to raise your rates for pizza money.
All right, I'm officially raising my rates by $50 so I can afford Hard Rock Casino personal pizza prices. I've spent more on smaller pizza, like the size. Like, I've definitely spent more money.
Let's not talk the Italian place. Great food, but not inexpensive.
So today is definitely powered by pizza and Red Bull. This is the first piece of food I've put through my lips all day today. But looking forward to it. If anyone's coming down tomorrow or something, let me know. I have some exhibitor passes, floor only left. So no seminars, not all access, but if you just want to kind of check out the show floor, I have some passes left for you. So let me know. Happy to give those to you folks. All right. How are we doing on time?
4:37,
So we're 7 minutes late. He'll understand, though. As long as I walk in with a box of pizza, he won't be upset. He'll understand. Could I ask you to put this in your pocket just because I don't have any? And it's really frustrating me. Thank you. All right, we're just waiting on our pizza, and then I will I'll be rocking over to that seminar. I do think while I'm here, little opinion piece, I think having it at the Hard Rock was definitely a good move. How do you feel about that?
Absolutely.
Not only is the theme awesome,
It definitely works.
we got the ocean. Have you checked out the ocean yet? Dude, just take an hour. Soak your feet in the water.
I've been so busy. Yesterday was all about the setup for our opening night, which Tony Fernandez, he brought in an amazing system. But of course, that took time to set up and break down and perform. And then today it's been all about trying to catch up on seminars, trying to meet up with everybody.
Absolutely, but make some beach time.
I will begin some.
So you walk out the front door of the casino and the ocean is right there. So it makes just a beautiful opportunity to unwind, get away from some of the noise, kind of just hang out a little bit. I spent like 2 hours at the ocean yesterday. I really enjoyed it. But the Hard Rock, it's like nice, updated. The rooms are beautiful. The mattress actually wasn't that bad, not gonna lie. Food is mad expensive, but that's be expensive. It's good though. I haven't had. Yesterday I didn't have a bad meal. This is going to be my first meal today, so we'll see if this is worth $17 for a personal pizza. It's coming out of the oven. There it is, folks. DJ Rachel's about to get fed. Right here. Me. Thank you. I think they're annoyed with me. Okay, is Loop hair? You're gonna. Yeah, but I don't want you to drop that either. All right, so we're going on a tour, pizza box in hand, to go see Chris give his presentation. Sorry if the camera angle's a little weird. I'm holding Red Bull and pizzas and phones.
This is the pizza cam.
This is the pizza cam. All right. So again, I can't really hold the camera any higher. I'm really trying to balance all this stuff. And everyone is probably being like, what is she doing? Pizza Cam 2000. Oh yeah, we gotta go left. I should never be leading. Like, literally walk faster than me because I get lost 24/7. All right, Pizza Cam. I cannot wait to sit down and eat this. I am late for the seminar, but I'm sure Chris is going to be okay with that. Hard Rock is a great place. Actually, good hospitality too. Like, their bartenders have been nice. They pour good drinks generously. It's clean. The rooms are, again, modern. I really brought my selfie stick, and I do have one. I didn't bring it. Hollywood West. Hopefully the doors are open now. All right, I'm gonna stop talking because I don't want to interrupt this. So I am going silent. Are we literally locked out again?
We had this problem a couple years ago where they moved. So
Okay, so apparently that sign is, it says Hollywood West Ballroom, right? That's it. I don't know, let's pop in Hollywood East. Maybe they have a misprint. I literally can't get into this seminar. Thank you.
Come on in, you got your pizza now. Look at you.
That's why I was late. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Come on in.
Filling all the empty space, please.
There's no chairs. Don't worry about it. And she brought pizza. I could do like, you know, just
I knew I was gonna get called out.
So like I said, my name is Chris D'Amico. For those of you who know me, you're going to get to know me a lot better by the end of this seminar. For those of you who don't know me, you're going to get to know me and learn a little bit. The name of my seminar is The Ripple Effect, and I want to show you how it's going to affect not just your business, but your life. Because the first thing and foremost is that we're people before we're DJs. And stuff happens in life that's not really cool, and we have to be able to deal with it. And I'm not talking about, you know, how somebody can't make a job and we have to switch them out and do this stuff. It goes beyond that. It's when life gets really hard and you still have to push forward and do the things that you have to do in order to succeed, not just in your business, but in your life. So I ask the question to start this all the time because I'm going to teach you something. My presentation kind of spells things out for you in a unique way. So my first question to the group today is, who can name for me a superhero? Batman. Superman.
Underdog.
Underdog, that's my favorite. Actually, this is my favorite in the world. Spider-Man. Now, the big thing about superheroes, well, what is their purpose? Their purpose is to help people and to make the world a better place. That's what the superheroes do. Now, the thing about superheroes is sometimes, like, you go back and you see the origin stories from, you know, the very first Batman or the very first. There's always superheroes have superpowers, okay? And sometimes they don't realize they have them. They have to be taught that they have them throughout the course of the movie. And then they practice them, they get really good, and then they save the day. Now that I'm getting to know everybody in here in the room, what is your name? Matt. You are a superhero. My two friends in the back, what are your names that just walked in?
Anthony and Angelo.
You're both superheroes. No, you're a superhero. You're not, Rachel, you're a superhero. Everybody in this room is a superhero. They just don't know it yet. Right, exactly. And the reason why you're superheroes is because you do have a superpower and you carry it around with you all the time. And that superpower is kindness. You might not think that it's a superpower, but I'm going to tell you today, I can show you by the end of this presentation how it's a power and how it can change the world. You know, somebody said that one time, how do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time. Guess what? It's not a hokey. I've seen it. I've been in the middle of it. I've watched it in action. Okay, so you are all superheroes. However, the cape and mask are optional. I mean, you guys could wear a cape and mask around You know, don't blame me if somebody takes you away in white jacket, but you're superheroes. Now, who the hell am I? That's me. I'm Chris D'Amico. I'm the owner of D'Amico Entertainment, a North Jersey-based DJ entertainment company. I specialize in a unique niche. I do a half live, half DJ show. It is a hybrid. I call it the DJ Live Show. We get a lot of call scripts for people who love a band and a DJ, and we kind of mashed it together and made this one called hybrid, called the DJ Live Show. Before I started doing the DJ Live shows, which is now coming close to its 25th year, I used to be a musician in show business. I had bands with record deals. I opened for the Foo Fighters. I played with Darius Rucker. I did Moving Out on Broadway. I played with every member of Billy Joel's band. I played every bar and club worth of crap in New Jersey 100 times over before I started playing every catering facility 100 times over. But it was my passion. It's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a rock star until my passion changed. And then I became a dad and a husband. This is my family. That's my wife, Laura. That's my son, Dean, 5 years old. And this is my that's my daughter, who will be turning 18 this Saturday. And she's going to get her eviction now. But that's not my whole family. One person is missing. And that's this guy. That's my son, Christopher. Christopher passed away in a boating accident on June 24th, 2015. He was 10. I didn't know we were on a pontoon boat, and I didn't know when we fall off the front of the pontoon boat, there's something called the tunnel of death that sucks you right back to the propeller. He was killed instantly. He died on Wednesday, June 24th, 2015. On Friday, the 26th, I did my wedding. On Saturday, the 27th, I did my wedding. On the 28th, I stood for 8 hours with my wife, shaking hands, kissing babies, and thanking everybody for coming to his wake. On the 29th, we did the funeral. And on the 4th of July, I was back to doing a wedding again. That's what we do. And it's because it's not what we do, but it's who we are. Okay? Now, Christopher was a character, just like me. But he was a very kind kid. He was genuinely kind. What I mean by that, it wasn't like, oh, kiss your grandmother. No, he literally would run with his grandmother with open arms and give her a hug. He loved dogs and cats. He loved to play football. He loved to dance. But one funny little quirk was he always wore pajama pants and a sweatshirt wherever the hell he went. We never could figure it out. We were like, what the hell? Listen, this isn't Wildwood. In the middle of July, 90 degrees, here he is with pajama pants and a sweatshirt on. We couldn't figure it out for the life of us. But that's what he loved to do. He liked to wear Crocs too. Couldn't figure it out. But, like I said, he was a very genuinely kind kid. So genuinely kind that on his 8th birthday, we were getting ready to throw a party for him. And he came up to his mother and me and he said, when you send out the invitations, tell them I don't want presents. I want them to bring dog and cat food for the local shelters. So I looked at him, who is this kid? You don't even have a dog. What does he want dog and cat food? Just do it. Okay, so we sent out the invitations and people came, they brought gifts anyway, but they also brought the dog and cat food. What you don't see in this picture is, it goes this far out and this far out with dog and cat food. We had 2 truckfuls of dog and cat food. My whole SUV, and because he asked for his birthday, an 8-year-old little boy. He changed the world. And I'm going to get to how he changed the world in a second. That was one of the first things that we knew we had something special here, because he was one of a kind for sure. Now, like our DJ brethren here, we all gather together. It's kind of like a brotherhood. We're trying to lift each other up. We're trying to help each other out. We're trying to learn from one another. We're trying to network with one another here. Well, he played football. And football is the same type of thing. It's like a brotherhood, okay? And he wore my number, which was 86. And when he passed away, he left such an impact. He only played 3 years. He left such an impact on his team and his community that they retired his number. And no less than 24 teams wore his number on, all New Jersey wore his number on the back of their helmets that year, number 86. And then I got a call from my alma mater. They retired my number in my hometown of West Palm. And you think it stopped there? No. Remember, it's a brotherhood. You all talk. It spreads. It's bigger. It's bigger. That's your hint for the Redbull thing I'm leaning in, okay? Then we got a call because somebody heard that Christopher eventually wanted to go and play football for the University of Tennessee. And then we got a call from Butch Jones, who was the head coach for Tennessee, and he invited my family to come down and tour the entire place. And that year, nobody wore 86. It was given to us. The night they handed me my jersey and retired it, I got to speak to the class, the football team. And incidentally, they were 0 forever that year. They couldn't win a game to save their lives. And I went in and I spoke to them about my son and about the impact that he made on his team and his teammates. And they were playing #1 Bloomfield that night. They kicked the shit out of it. So bad that the coach called me up and said, "Can you come and talk to them every week?" But that number was turned into like almost a rallying cry. This was his team. This is them in 8th grade. They carried his number with him wherever he went. They're now juniors. And again, nobody wears that number in Roxbury anymore. It's a 10-year-old boy. Again, making change. That's the day he came home to show me he was wearing my number. And because he was so kind and genuinely kind, a month after he passed away, listen, in the grieving process, every time the 24th comes up, we could have done one of two things. We could have said it's the 24th again. We curled up in a little ball and stayed in our bedrooms and not done anything. But we decided to push forward. And we created a movement called Kindness for Christopher. And really, you know, Big Daddy's one of those biggest proponents of this type of thing. Everybody should be kind every day of their lives. Okay? But somewhere down the road when business and family and people and bills and get in the way, people just keep forgetting this thing. So on the 24th of the month, we wanted to be a reminder to be kinder. Do one random act of kindness in the name of a little boy who passed away too soon, to keep his legacy alive. And that's how this movement got started. Now, because, as you can see here today, I have the gift of gab. I am an MC after all. We got asked to speak at schools. So we started speaking about kindness at schools. And I talked about anti-bullying. I talked about how you can be a superhero. I talked about how one random act of kindness can lead to other bigger things. And then Big Daddy, over the pandemic, asked me to come to the Boys and Girls Club that he's a very active member of in Connecticut, and I did. And I spoke to the older kids, and I spoke to the older kids about cell phone use. What's right, what's wrong with social media? How to be good young adults. And because, again, my gift to Dad, remember how I said at the very beginning, I had no idea that when you fall off the front of a pontoon boat, you can get sucked to the back and killed instantly. Well, you know how many people don't know that? A lot of people don't know that. So I ended up sitting in front of legislation, and one of the fastest pieces of legislation in New Jersey history ever got passed, and it's called Christopher's Law, to teach people about pontoon boat safety. It was introduced in October. It was passed unanimously with both Republican and Democrat support, unanimously from the Senate and the Assembly, and it was signed into law by our Governor Chris Christie at the time. Introduced in October, signed in January. Unanimously.
That does not happen in our government.
No, that's why I kind of like emphasize it more than once. This is all because of a little boy. Okay? That's the logo. Be one of a kind. Of course, the cat is a drawing from Christopher. The hashtag kindness for Christopher. Now remember I told you how we like to wear pajama pants and a sweatshirt. So we loved how this was feeling and how this was making us feel moving forward. So what do we want to do? Well, he wore pajama bottoms. Why don't we do a pajama drive? Because through the grapevine, because we're part of 2 cancer foundations. I'm on the board for one of them, and I do a lot of work with another one. We do a lot of their galas and stuff like that. And we heard about how when kids were receiving their treatments, all they wore were paper gowns and their underwear underneath them. So we said, well, why don't we raise some pajamas, and then we can give them to the children's hospitals, so this way they can wear pajamas. And then we found out about battered women's shelters who had none of this. And then we found out about assisted living places where they didn't have pajamas. So we were trying to raise 1,000 pairs. We didn't. We got 4,000. So we said, well, we got to do this next year. And then we were hoping, all right, maybe this was a fluke. You know, it was the first time we did it. Everybody's feeling goody, and we figured, okay, maybe we'll do it again. Well, maybe this year we'll get to 1,000 pairs. We didn't, and we didn't even do 4,000. We did 8,000.
Wow.
And it's still continuing today, 6 years. Now, if you're running the tally in your head, this is all because of a little boy. One kid, older than 10 years. Be one of a kind. Now, this is one of the most. I want to see how something can change the world, how one little random act can change the world. I live in a town up here in New Jersey, North Jersey, called Mount Arlington, where if you don't know what you're doing, somebody else usually does. It's like Mayberry RFB, all little tiny tight community. You sneeze, somebody on the other side of town says, bless you. That's how tight the community is. So we all know, because I'm an active member of the community, we all know each other. The police, the fire departments, the local vendors, the mom and pop stores in the town. I get a phone call from the fire chief. And he says, hey Chris, come down to the fire department. I got something I want to show you. So I'm like, I come there and there's a rock sitting there. He said, read back of it. And it said, leave footprints of love and kindness wherever you go. Hashtag kindness for Christopher. I said, wow, where did this come from? He goes, I thought you knew where it came from. No idea. Then the next day, one was found at the police department. And then one was found at Quick Check. Little town in Mount Arlington. And then one was found in front of the local hot dog cart, Andy's. And then one was found in the adjacent town of Newton. And then one was found in the other adjacent town of Jefferson. Jefferson, New Jersey? Well, I'm in Mount Arlington, right next to you, your neighbor. And then all of a sudden, one was found in Louisiana. One was found in Alabama. somebody paint seashells on the sands of Florida. We had a soldier holding one in his hands in Kuwait. And then one was found in Hungary, one was found in Spain, one was found in Italy, in Ireland, in Israel. Until finally, that's the Great Wall of China. That's 80 South Bucks, that's the soldier in Kuwait, Alabama, Newton, Great Wall of China, Hungary, Louisiana, there's the seashells. That's Roxbury, they made a rock garden in Roxbury. That's the one in Ireland, that's the rock garden. All kinds for Christopher. They're around the world. And you want to know what the best part about this is? It's 6 years later, and I still have no idea who did it. 1 10-year-old little boy started this change in the world. That affects the world. These rocks from around the world, spreading the messages of kindness. So what else did we do? We did blood drives. Red Cross gave us awards because we've attached Titus Christopher to the blood drives, and they had their most successful blood drives ever. And here's something I want to bring to your attention. Food drives. Why do I want to bring food drives to your attention? Because it was brought to my attention. I live in a pretty decent neighborhood, an affluent neighborhood of Roxbury, New Jersey, that's the community where we live in. I never realized how many people are without food, without clothes, in our town, in our neighborhoods. Until we started doing these food drives, and food pantries were so thankful to us. Remember how I told you I'm part of cancer foundations. We do cancer benefit contests. It's real simple. You find a bar, you tell them you're bringing in a band, you charge $20 at the door. 250 people come through the door, you take the $5,000 you made, and you hand it to somebody who's suffering from cancer and can't pay their bills. Guys, your DJs, you can do that too. Hey, we're gonna have a pop-up DJ thing. Charge $20 at the door, take the money, hand it to somebody. Guys, this is all because of one little boy. Then we had town donations. We didn't ask for this stuff. This is not a charity. This is a movement. Everybody, when you do something like this, is like, okay, so where can I cut the check? Where can I give you the money? Is there a place can I Venmo you? It's not about money. It's about being kind. We never asked for a dime. But then the Rotary Club in my town had a color run. And they handed us a check. So what do we do with that check? They put a brand new football field in where Christopher used to play. We put a scoreboard up. Just took the money and donated every penny and got it back to the community. Dedicated in memory of Christopher and one of his coaches who passed away too. Guys, this is because one little boy passed away. The owner of the pizzeria who donated 20 pies to Morristown Memorial Hospital. Remember that for a minute, because I'm going to come back around to it. You know, we're going to do what the press secretary says. I'm going to circle back to it in a second, okay? This is Christopher's football coach. He was such an influence on Christopher's life that he was a pallbearer at his wake. He works for Morristown Memorial Hospital. Teamed up with Andy, who's the other hot dog place in my town, and they made all these hot dogs and they sent it to all the first responders that were helping us at Morristown Memorial Hospital. Now, how does this affect everybody in this room as business owners? That's my boy right there. His name is Jimmy Raciopi. He owns a place called Jimmy Buff's Hot Dogs. If you have ever had an Italian hot dog ever, his family were the originators of Jimmy Buff Italian hot dogs. You can thank their family for an Italian hot dog being on a pizzeria menu. They're the originators. And if you've never had it, it's a meal all in itself. It's a pita bread, and in the pita bread is 2 hot dogs with potatoes, peppers, onions, mustard on the bottom, ketchup on the top. You will never have another hot dog again if you eat one of these, because you'll be spoiled and you'll want it. And I used to go and visit that restaurant all the time because they're from West Orange. He pulls me over one day and he says, after Christopher passes away, listen, come down to the restaurant. I said, okay. He said, we're going to start leaving out a cup for kindness for Christopher. And when people just put money in the cup, every 24th of the month, we're going to take that money and we're just going to do something nice with it. I said, well, all right, whatever you got in mind, Jimmy, I'm all behind it. Well, I have to update this list. And I have to read it. Usually I'm pretty good at not looking at the board, but I have to. It's so much fun. The animal shelters, West Orange Food Pantry, Walk to Cure Arthritis Campaign, No Shade November, which supports St. Jude fights colorectal cancer. They used supplies. Their family took the money, bought supplies, made blessing bags for the homeless, put in socks, hats, gloves, snacks, and Dunkin' Donuts gift cards and handed them out to the homeless. Made care packages for victims at the time for Hurricane Harvey. Bought supplies for care packages for children sick in the hospital. They had hours of fun and entertainment during the procedures because they give them little games to play. Made care packages for first responders, police forces, the fire department in Mount Arlington. This was before the pandemic. They were doing that for the first responders. And funds were provided to build a recreational park for children with special needs in Toms River for people putting dollars in a cup at a hot dog place. They did all of that. Again, I'm going to sound redundant. One little boy made all this happen. They also gave the owner of the pizzeria, who donated those 25, they paid for his father's ambulance when his father had a heart attack. And he found out it came from the Kindness for Christopher thing, and he donated those pizzas for nothing. I'm not doing anything but facilitating, guys. Here's the page, here's what we do. We want you to be kind one day a month in honor of my son. Changing the world. Have at it. That's a splash. That's what one move, just as simple as putting that tip cup out, does. It makes a splash. Why do we like splashes? Because splashes are cool. But it's not the splash that matters. It's the ripples. I love the ripples. I've learned about the ripples. Because they're cooler than the splash, because you never know how long they can go on for. You may never see them, and you make them every day with every connection that you make. I was saying it yesterday. You talk to your green grocer, you talk to the mailman, you talk to the people who run the bagel place. Every day you make these connections, and the ripples just carry along. And you never know. The best part is you're never going to see them. Listen, there's a lot of, that's the stuff I showed you just now, is the stuff I know about that happened through Kindness for Christopher. There's so many things that I don't know about. That's how it affects your life and your business. That's what this seminar is about. How one little 10-year-old boy, just doing little splashes here and there of kindness, the ripples go on. One rock in front of the fire department lets rocks around the world. Starts with a splash. Make your splashes. Start with those ripples. because they will come back around to you. Words and your actions, they carry power. You know, I can take a rock and I can go, boom, mess up your face pretty bad. And if I went, oh, I'm sorry, is that going to be good for you? No, you're still all messed up. Now let me replace the rock with a word from my mouth. It hits just as hard as that rock. Now it doesn't mess up your face maybe like a rock would, but it affects your mind and your heart. You're leaving that splash on people with what you say and what you do. How many have heard this before? You can't make a living being a DJ. So what else do you do for a living? Come on. When you first started and you told everybody this is what you wanted to do for a living, everybody went, yeah. You're going to school, right? Nobody takes this seriously. And that's the other part of this thing. Keith beat me to the punch. I asked about superheroes at the very beginning, but there's also supervillains. And supervillains have two powers of their own. They turn other people into villains, and they take away your shine. How can you turn somebody else into a villain? Well, if I start making fun of this man over here, and you start having me make fun of him, I just turn you into a bull. And how can you take away somebody's shine? What if we listen to them? When I was in the 4th grade, this is how big I was then. You imagine? When I go to schools, I sit down next to the 4th graders, and they're like, I'm like, this is how big I was in the 4th grade. I was a big kid. And then I had a talent, too. So they picked on me unmercifully. So in the 5th grade, there was a talent show. And I got up, and I signed up for it. And we just got back from a field trip. Let me turn up that theater just a little bit. I don't know where we're going to start with this. And I just got back from a field trip. And I'm standing in front of a whole auditorium of K through 6, their parents, and the whole entire teaching staff. And I looked out at this big, ugly audience, and I went, tonight's the night we'll make history. Honey, you and I. 'Cause I'll take any risk to tie back the hands of time. And stay with you here tonight. Those of you who live under a rock, that stinks. The song is called The Best of Times, and that's the actual song that I sang at 10 years old in front of the entire auditorium. And guess what? They never picked on me again. Don't ever let them take away your shine. Because there's going to be plenty of people who tell you you can't do what you're doing. And that, I don't care how successful you guys are right now, okay? You got people who want to branch out. Listen, we had Jordan in here who didn't know, and Dylan, they didn't know what they wanted to do during the pandemic. And they changed their outlook, and they went in blind. And they dove in. You don't think there were people around them going, stay the course, don't do it, don't do it. You're crazy if you do this. Don't let them take away your shine. Because that's what people do. Words and actions carry power. Now, what separates us in this room from everybody else is we have a platform. Most people don't. I am holding a microphone and I get to speak to tens of thousands of people a year. We have that ability to make splashes every day with the people, your clients. When I first started, the guy who taught me was more of a salesman than he was an entertainer. So when I used to have my sales meetings with my potential clients, he used to sit and go, "What, you gonna make friends with your clients again? Come on." Yeah, I am. Remember a couple slides ago I showed you my friend with the Italian hot dog in front of him? I talked to him today because I was going over this. This is the truth. I mean, I love how everything ties together. Again, splash, you don't know how it's all connected. I called him, I said, "I'm looking at your face, so if your ears are ringing, I'm going to talk about you today." He started a new venture where he's now bringing the Jimmy Buff's thing to people's houses and setting it up for parties and stuff like that. He says, "It's going fantastic." His son, Tommy, his wife does all the sales. She's on the phone with clients for an hour and a half. "Can you just sell the hot dog thing?" And I said to him, you know, part of my French, I said to him, "You know what, because of that, the way she's doing it, the hot dogs taste like shit and they're still going to enjoy themselves." Because of the way she's making the relationship with them. Oh, and by the way, words and actions carry power. You don't know how the ripples are going to go. How come Jimmy Resciopi came to me and said, "I'm going to put a cup in front of everybody and start that thing"? Well, it's because I did his son's wedding. And at the end of the wedding, I walked up to him, and this is what I said to him. I said, "Did you have a good time?" He said, "Oh, I had a blast. You guys were amazing. You were fantastic." I said, "Good. I wanted to be allowed to come back to your store again." And he laughed. And then I turned to him and I said, "Listen, you know, when we talk to clients, they always say it's about the food and music. Well, the food and music, food is also entertainment. Okay, and over the years, I had always got excited to come to your place because I knew I was having a Jimmy Buff hot dog, and for you, you entertained me. I am so glad I got the chance to entertain you and your family finally." He quoted that verbatim. 3 years after the wedding, he remembered that. Your words and your actions carry power. You don't know what you're doing out there. You're not thinking. This seminar is about the wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Pay attention to what you're doing out there. We're so busy that we don't realize what we're saying to people. Man, because I said that to him at the end of his son's wedding. It moved him so much that when my son passed away, that's what he wanted to do. We're doing it all the time. All the time. You just have to be aware. I learned this, unfortunately, through my son's tragedy. Your words are a splash just as much as your actions are. Now, social media, it's the same thing. Your words and actions have power. Now, of course, you get your brand out there fast. We talked about that today. Here she goes. There she is. Okay. You're in my hut now, right?
I'm happy to be in it.
And it allows you to communicate with a broader, wider audience, obviously. Let me tell you about Josh Hader from the Milwaukee Brewers. A couple of years ago, Josh Hader was one of the hottest pitchers for the Milwaukee Brewers. He made the All-Star team. 24 years old. Imagine this. I got baseball parents here, so you're going to understand this. You guys know what it takes to just get to the show, let alone get to the All-Star game. You're 24 years old, you go to stand on the mound, you're getting ready to pitch your first pitch, and what are they talking about? Your stats? No. How many strikeouts? No. How tall you are? No. They're talking about racist tweets that he did at 17 years old. Kid's 24. I don't know about you, but I was different at 24 than I was at 17. But it doesn't matter because it was out there. And once it's out there, it's out there forever. yet again. When you sit on your phone and you shoot inappropriate memes about people, and then the supervillains again, they follow suit underneath thinking they're funny. And you can type whatever you want when you're sitting in your underwear 3,000 miles away, but that doesn't make you funny. It doesn't make you cool. It makes you a coward. You know why? I just asked my daughter when the anonymous app came up and it said, you just want to be cool because your brother died. How about when somebody posted a fake Instagram account that said, fuck Chris D'Amico? Is anybody else happy that this kid is dead besides me? That's what my daughter has to deal with. We can lift each other up using this. It's a fantastic platform. But we can hurt just as much. But don't let them take away your shine. Don't let them take away your shine. Because it's strange, isn't it? You know yourself better than anyone else, and you crumble at the words of someone who hasn't even lived a second of your life. Focus on your own voice. It's the only thing that matters. So people ask, how do I keep going? Well, how would you keep going? Well, first and foremost, I said it earlier. It's not what I do, it's what I am. It's not what we do, it's what we are. And it better be. Because doing what we do for a living, on the outside, externally, looks a lot of fun. It looks very easy to our clients, like silk baby. It is one of the hardest things to do, to turn musical notes into dollar signs. But when you do, it's magic. And guess what? You're breathing rare air. Remember a couple slides ago? You sure you want to do this for a living? Where do they say that from? They say it from the countless amounts of people who can't do it for a living. Because they let people get in their head. Or they get in their own way. So it better not be what you do, it better be what you are. Second thing, is have people who counted on me. Listen, my son died, I had a 12-year-old daughter. Counted on me. Her wife counted on me. I have people who work for me and make money off of jobs that I get for them. They were counting on me. So if you can't do it for you, you do it for them. That helps you push forward. So if you are a leader, you lead by example. Who do I want to work for? Shit, he just lost his kid. And look at him, he's out there, he's doing what he's got to do. That's somebody I would aspire to be, wouldn't you? And how can anyone remain strong if you're not? Listen, being a professional, guys, we talk about being professionals. Okay, being a professional isn't when shit goes great. Being a professional is when shit goes completely sideways, upside down, flips over, and you still stick the landing. That's being a professional. And they don't know that. Meanwhile, you're like this. That's being a professional. We do that every day. And you're still worth what you're worth. You know, take out the death of my son. And believe it or not, since I started this thing, there's the death of my mom, too. My mom died on a Saturday morning. My sister called me and I went to the nursing home and I sat by her stead until the funeral home came and took her. And then I went home, took a shower, shaved, and went and did my wedding that night. That night I I just couldn't, because people were counting on me. Usually this is, I didn't have it prepared, but I have a $100 bill in my hand. If I had a $100 bill in my hand, who would have wanted it? Everybody in this room, correct? What if I crumpled up that $100 bill, put it down on the ground, and I stepped on it? Would you still want it? Why? Well, some days you feel like that $100 bill underneath my foot. But at the end of the day, you're still worth what you're worth. Lastly, think of what you might miss. Listen, the last year has probably been one of the most craziest out-of-bounds years that anybody's ever lived through in their entire life. Whoever thought that we would live through a pandemic, in the time of the pandemic? That's something we read about. Oh, the Black Plague, that was 100 years ago, we'll never see that again. Hey, we've also lived through 9/11. Some of us weren't born, but some of us. Guess what? 9/11, I was living in Clifton. I sat on the roof of my house and I watched the towers fall from the roof of my house. Not on TV, but live on the roof of my house. 9/14, I was doing a wedding. Guess where I was doing a wedding? It's in a place in New Jersey that no longer exists called the Nord Club. Do you know what the Nord Club's biggest sell is? The sweeping view of the Manhattan skyline.
Big windows.
All glass.
And they're all standing there watching the smoldering 4 days after. And here I am. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nord Club on a beautiful Friday night in September. All I have is one question for you. I want you to answer me nice and loud. Are we ready to have a good time in here tonight? Now imagine me doing that 2 days after my son passed away. That's unnatural. I learned that's unnatural. But I had another superhero to help me through this. Rocky Balboa. Has anybody seen this?
Yes.
If you haven't, here.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Yeah, man. Mike, when he did his seminar, the first thing yesterday, he talked about owning your dance floor. Mike doesn't point the fingers, oh, it's because of this, it's the weather outside, it's the light, it's still light in here, they're not drinking enough. I've heard all the excuses in the 100 years I've been doing this. No, it's you. But Mike also said something else. He said, don't quit. I mean, just last Saturday night, man, I had a dance floor. I couldn't get him up with the crowbar. The last half hour, we slammed that party. Never remember that. She already wrote me a nice review. Because I didn't quit. Keep moving forward. Don't let them take away your shine. Don't be afraid to shine. Remember, the sun comes up every day and it doesn't give a flying shit if it blinds you. This is one of my favorite places on earth. If you've never been to Hawaii, I suggest you go. This is on top of a volcano called Haleakala. Now they take you up there, and there's an overlook. But my tour guide was kind of cool. He said, "Come on, we're going to go up this path and go up another 10,000 feet." And you're sitting above the clouds. This was on my honeymoon. this was the first time that I believed that there's got to be something bigger than all of us. This is when I felt insignificant and small, and that everything that we worry about is just all bullshit. That there's a bigger thing that we're not even thinking about here. And the only other time that I felt that way was at the birth of my children. Now, it's not to say, there are times. This is the day that woke me. I got a call 8 months after Chris passed away from a woman whose daughter was getting married. And she said, I saw you, and you guys were fantastic. Especially you. I'm using the word she used, because I kind of found it kind of cool. She said, you were mesmerizing. I said, thank you so much. So the first thing I naturally asked was, well, whose wedding was it? She gave me the name of the couple, and I typed it in. Thank you, DJ EXPO. It came out real fast. And I looked at the date. She couldn't see me through the phone, but I froze. Because that's the day, 5 weeks after Christopher passed away, that I didn't want to be here anymore. That was probably the lowest point of my grief. 5 weeks to the day. So I say there are no truths, only perspectives. Because she's getting ready to plan her daughter's wedding and was really happy and mesmerized. And here I am, wanting to kill myself. Because the grief was just too much. Which proves you have to understand something. I'm going to try to put you in the mind's eye of what happened that day. Local New Jersey DJs, ever been to Crystal Springs?
Yes.
Okay. Where you set up in the main ballroom is the DJ booth, and then there's a set of double doors that kind of walks outside into like a little hallway area. That night, you have to say, remember I said, it's unnatural to do this, but I came in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Crystal Springs on the beautiful Friday night in July. Let's hear it for Molly and Bobby. A nice round of applause for the two of them tonight. One more nice round of applause for Molly and Bobby. Hey, there was a mother and son dance. Now, if you're good DJs in this room, you're professionals. Sometimes you get songs that you don't know, so you have to download them. And when you download them, if you're good DJs and professionals, you will listen to said songs. So let's rewind about 4 hours before the event as I download the Mother's Son dance. Was in England. And that's what it was for. It's a song called From Where You Are by Lifehouse. So of course I did some investigating and I downloaded all the lyrics to the damn thing. And I found out that the lead singer of Lifehouse wrote it for a friend of his who died in a car accident. So, like somebody when you break up with your girlfriend, what did I do all day? That sucker was on a friggin' loop all day. So I get to the Mother's Son dance. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby's gonna have a dance with his mom, and we play the song, and all right, ladies and gentlemen, your first course is just about to be served. Let's sit back, relax, enjoy the food, fun, and conversation of our first course, because I promise we're gonna open up that dance floor in just a couple of minutes. and I'm listening to the beat points in the show. And I come back in. Do you remember 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders. And in the middle, you raised me up so I could stand on mountains. My friend Anthony turns to me when I walk back out in my hallway and he said, "You okay?" I said, "I'm done." He said, "Well, the business?" I said, "Yeah, the business." Luckily, cooler head prevailed, obviously. But that goes to show you that even when you're in your darkest hour, you're still bringing somebody in that damn room into the light. It's just one of those things you don't know you're doing because we're so focused on this is the pecking order. Bridal room, bridegroom's parents, make sure they're good. Bridal party, your brothers and sisters. So we watch them. We want to watch their reactions to see how they are. But you don't realize that there's some old lady sitting in the corner that's like, third cousin that didn't mean to get invited but got invited anyway. That's enjoying what you're doing. That's why words of power, what you're doing has a reaction because some of my clients knew, some of my clients didn't know. And the ones that did know, surprising. This was at one of my weddings. I walked in. Kindness for Christopher, please take the stone and place it somewhere in the hometown of your memory of Christopher. The Kindness for Christopher campaign was begun by his family to remember the wonderful soul we lost. All we ask is to do one random act of kindness daily, but especially on the 24th of the month, in honor of our son. That's for my thing, but it was at somebody's wedding, and they have already colored rocks in, and just wanted people to take them as favors and place them in their hometown somewhere, because they heard about what happened. Hey, how about imagine walking into a wedding and seeing this? My son's face staring me down. You don't think you have an impact on your clients? And Christopher's last act of kindness was actually the first thing that happened when he passed away. He donated 8 of his organs and gave the gift of life to 8 people. We don't know who received them except for one. She only got 2 more years, but she wouldn't have had that many if it weren't for Christopher's gift of life. So it's 2 more years with the family, with the parents, with the friends, that Christopher, last act of kindness gave. Now remember in the beginning of this thing, when I said that he wore pajama pants and a sweatshirt, and you're all heroes? My wife stumbled upon the fact that you wore it all the time because that was his superhero outfit. We just didn't know. Every day, you make a splash with the people that you meet, with your interactions with your clients, with the people in this room, the people outside of this room. And you make them ripples. And they come back. It might not be now, it might not be 6 months, but me in that room with that bride. Like, I'm dying, I'm getting ready to die. And 8 months later, I stayed here, and thank God I did because I wouldn't have had Dean. Because you know what? There's always somebody to talk to, especially in this past year. Suicides are on the rise. Drug abuse is on the rise. Alcoholism is on the rise. Everything is on the rise. And it's because people think that they're alone. You are not alone. Whatever it is that's dragging you down, You have somebody to talk to. If you don't, I'll give you all my goddamn number. This man was here for me. That man was here for me. That man was here for me. To be here for you too. You make these splashes and you make these ripples every day. There's an old song by Paul Williams from a movie called Bugsy Malone. And the chorus is, you give a little love and the love comes back to you. You're gonna be... It's not just a line in a song, guys, it's the truth. You know, like I said, I gave my all at that wedding that night in my darkest hour. 8 months later, somebody called me and gave me a gig. You don't know what you're putting out there. You could be the superhero that I taught you to be, and use your power of kindness. Hey, one little 10-year-old boy changed the world. Changed the world. He did more in 10 years than some people do in a lifetime. And he's still doing it 6 years after his passing. Again, guys, my name is Chris D'Amico. Thanks for listening to me today. Anybody has any questions?
Trying to get away from the music real quick because I don't want to get bumped off. Wow. Okay, so give me a minute. Stick with me. Trying to like calm the emotion down a little bit. This is the second time that I've sat through this, and this was, I'm gonna kind of find my little corner here and have a quick little powwow with you guys. So for everyone who tuned in and stayed with me, thank you. Ironically, as someone kind of kindly brought up in the chat, you know, this is about the ripple effect, and I didn't get a chance to stream, you know, all the educational content, but I made an extra effort. Actually, my arm is like going numb from holding this phone, but it was worth it. If one person took one thing away from that seminar, I've done my job. Chris is a very special man. His family is very special. And for him to take that level of tragedy and turn it into something this incredible, there aren't even any words to describe the bravery, the courage, and just the amount of, I hate being cliche, just the kindness that honestly is just in that message. And I'm kind of gonna wrap up this live feed. I've literally been streaming for like hours now, and I don't even know where my battery's at. But my platform has been built on kindness, and it's kind of spawned from the kindness that I have not received over the years, trying to just kind of get my footing and get to where I am. And I actually get a lot of questions, you know, Rach, you know, how'd you get started? You know, what's with the YouTube thing? And it was because of the supervillains, you know, that he was talking about, and the people with the doubt and saying you can't do this, or, you know, doubting your skills, or do you even know how to set this up? Can you even pick up your own speakers? And, you know, just the disrespectful comments, the mean memes I've had, you know, made about me, just literally really cruel people out there. And the only way to counteract that is just maintain your worth, as he said, be kind, and just overcome it with just doing better than what they're willing to do. So this presentation has spoken to me in so many ways, so good that I had to sit through it twice, because it's good to get that reminder that you're doing good, and that has a place in this world. What's up, guys? I don't know, I'm getting preachy now, and I'm trying not to. I just reading a lot of comments in a lot of the DJ forums with, you know, you're not a real DJ if, you know, you use this, or don't play line dances, or you're a terrible DJ. And just the cutthroat attitude, the rudeness, people aren't willing to help. I really do what I can out there on social media to be helpful, accessible, truthful, kind, and really just a friend. And I think if we all can just take a little nugget of that and just create that splash, to create that ripple, I think this community and industry is unstoppable. But I just want people just to kind of put a little extra effort in, just to be the change. Dampen the egos. You know, it's hard to do this job without ego. You have to have confidence. You have to, you know, be sure of yourself. If you're going to stand in front of a room of 250 people, like, there is a little ego with that. But to keep it in check and just, I don't know, I hate being cliche. I just keep saying being kind, but that's really what it's about, folks. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation and my little walkthrough of the expo. I will go live again for a new batch of people. I actually had a lot of time today. You guys stuck with me while I bought lunch and pizza and all that. So now it's time to kind of get ready for some of the after parties. I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope everyone is, well, staying safe. If you didn't make it this year, we'll see you next year. And thank you so much. And be sure to follow Chris D'Amico, amazing guy. Again, the one that we just saw in this presentation, on his Instagram, his Facebook. He has a message that definitely needs to be heard. So please be kind, create those ripples, stop the bullying and egos and knocking people down just because they don't do it the same way you do. We should be sharing knowledge, information, and being helpful. And that's it. Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to go have some fun. So thank you guys. It's been amazing. I had a great, great day today. All right, take care. We'll see you later.